Okay, Zap says, asked a lot of questions about Garrosh the other day. Feel like I'm getting better. My win rate says otherwise. Well, your win rate takes a while to change. Feeling I'm doing something horrifically wrong. If you have time to take a look, I'd appreciate it. Okay.
Prepare yourself for battle.
Okay, cool.
Heroes.
So Garrosh is a super interesting hero. He's really kind of probably OP right now. Big thing with Garrosh is actually gonna be you're actually gonna have a tough Garrosh game in this game. The drafts don't really favor Garrosh very much. So Garrosh is what you're often looking to do is you're looking for people that are out of position, and then you're looking to punish them with your Q or your E is the main thing. While being a solid frontline for your team. So you're basically looking to set up your damage dealers to punish. And you're looking to capitalize on people being out of position. Now, unfortunately on your team, you don't have amazing follow-up for Garrosh. So that will be a little bit tricky. It's not too bad, but it's not super amazing either. So it's like when you flip someone in, they're not going to die mega fast. Like not as fast as they could with other comps. You're also going up against Johanna, who I think is really good against Garrosh, because she can just simply pop Iron Skin and you can't do anything about her. You're never going to get near Chromie if she's good. If she's bad, then happy days. If you ever catch Alexstrasza, again, super difficult to do if she's good, but if she messes up, then that's amazing. Zul is a decent one to flip. Backlash will hurt quite a bit, but if you can flip him in, it might be the easiest target for you to catch this game, unfortunately. And Zeratul, if you can catch him, is really good, but he can be blinking around, so we'll see. We'll see. I'd say it's a pretty tough game, so we'll see how it goes. Do I post these types of games on YouTube? Sometimes. I might post like maybe that first replay we did today. I might post that on YouTube. We'll see. Okay. So with Garrosh, again, I think Warbreaker is usually the best. Unrivaled Strength's not bad either. Over here, you've got a number of options. I'd say Indomitable in this game for sure, because they got Zul CC. They've got Chromie, Temporal Loop, and stuff like that. Johanna, some of her CC too. So that's going to be kind of nice to escape. It's going to be kind of nice to escape from that stuff. Saves Lily having to cleanse you. Into the Fray, probably the best as well. But doesn't actually overly matter. I think you could choose perhaps anything here in this particular game. Warlord's Challenge, probably the best as well. And so on and so forth. Okay, so we're soloing at the moment. I would say you don't really want to do this. I wasn't paying attention there at the start. Sorry, that's my bad. But you'd ideally want quality skin on Genji. You ideally want the Falstad to be in one solo lane and Leoric in the other. And then you want to be roaming, probably with the Genji, looking for picks, looking for kills. Because Genji is super good at killing people, you're super good at killing people. So that's obviously a bit of a match made in heaven. Alright, so this is much better than the last game, where it's like you're saying stuff nicely. Your teammates are dying in middle. I mean, that's partially their own fault. Partially their own fault. Because, well, Falstad was in mid lane when you should have been. So right here, against the Zul, it's like, what you really want to do against Zul, you want to dodge his abilities, and you want to just stack your Q quest on him. You're not going to do anything significant to the guy. That's a good throw now with Falstad coming in. But, like, Garrosh himself doesn't do an awful lot of damage. Okay. Unlucky. That's super unlucky. He dies anyway. I was going to say that's exactly what you want to do, right? So, Garrosh himself doesn't do much damage. It's about setting up your teammates. So when you tried to trade 1v1 with Zul, he burned all of his abilities and he won the trade. It's good for you to farm your Q against him. I mean, you don't want to solo against Zul, you'll lose. But you can farm your Q against him. I think you did that really well. Good combo on Zul. And you landed a couple of good Qs. Again, like, as he's running away, your goal there is to hit him with another Groundbreaker to stun him so that Falstad can get some follow-up damage. You did it. That was like a millimeter away from actually stunning him. That was really unlucky, but Falstad does get the kill. That's just unlucky. Alright, sorry. Let's bring the camera back up. Alright, so this is a nice rotation up here as well. Try zone people out. Lily is super deep. Oh boy, what is she doing? She's crazy. Like, right there, that Q is very inaccurate, so that's to watch out for. Alright, in this situation, So, a couple of things in this fight, right? Number one, we had a Q that completely missed. You don't want to do that. And then number two, you can use your Wrecking Ball to throw people away. So throwing this Johanna hasn't popped Iron Skin, so you can throw her. Now, she should have popped it to kill him. Maybe it's on cooldown, I don't know. Find out. It's on cooldown. Right, so you had your throw available to use on her. You can throw her away, which might have got falsed out of it okay. It's a little challenging because Lily is like in the middle of the enemy team. So, that's a bit rough. What can you do? But yeah, that's something to watch out for there. We went for Thirst for Battle. It's okay. I mean, you might get blinded, so you won't get much out of it with that. I think it's fine. I think Indomitable's better in this game, but Thirst for Battle's alright. Yeah, we missed the throw on her. I mean, it doesn't matter too much because she's probably going to pop her D and walk away. I think it's fine to try. No real harm to it. I'd be looking towards this. So again, this is a classic situation, right? I'd always be looking around the side lanes here as Garrosh. So I'm looking at the map, right? And I'm going, okay. Right now, we have our tank and our support together in a lane. We're not... The enemy team is the exact same thing. You're not really gonna accomplish anything, right? It's not really gonna do much. What you're really looking for in this situation is to rotate one of those heroes away because they're just gonna soak XP. There's no need to have two of them. You either want to send you down or send Lily. So I think, for example, here, this might have been a good chance for you to go down mount, then run down bottom and perhaps punish them here instead of staying around in mid lane because you're not really adding anything. It's just you're just kind of like chilling here. Okay, Genji got the kill anyway. Oh, Leoric's coming in. Again, typically at this point, you want to have... The usual way to handle this map is that you have one person will cap this altar because it's very easy to defend. And then there's usually a team fight around bottom. Seeing as you kill Chromie, that makes life a lot easier. You also have got Falstad who has a global, so that also changes things up. But, this is not good because he's going to take this for free. So that's really bad. That's just your team is way out of position. Not a ton you could have done about that, to be honest. We're getting kills in return, so I guess we're trading XP for... Okay. Yeah, that's a good throw right there. You can hit her with a Q as well. Nice. That would have been a kill. She would have got hit by that Q if she didn't die, so that's nice. Okay, so they get 2 altars. You got some nice XP, so... It's kind of a trade, right? It's kind of a trade. We're going back for mana. That's alright, too. Yeah, I think getting in to soak is probably worth it. There's also these camps to take. So there wasn't a ton that you could have done differently as the Garrosh. I think rotating towards bottom was okay. It was up to your teammates to go up here, like Leoric specifically. It's typically the solo laner's job to do that. Alright, yeah, this is nice as well. Okay, not the best throw. This would be a good time to throw her back, though. Unfortunately, you messed up the throw. Throwing her this way is really good. Because then she's in a really rough spot. She's obviously invading alone, and you guys could burn her down. Unfortunately, your Falstad hasn't noticed. That's not good. Don't ever do that. Okay, so what you wanted to do there is throw her back, and then apparently you have to ping because Falstad's not looking at his minimap. But that should be a pretty easy Johanna kill. Now it's really tough because Johanna's just kind of easily walking around in there. Again, you probably want to throw the Zool away. Like, into here would be nice. That works out alright, though. Oh, did they got the camp? Oh, no, the camp's just dead now. That's fine. Alright, you get a couple of kills. But those are some things to watch out for there. You also don't want to throw your Lily into the enemy team. That's good. You can throw her backwards. Nice. Poor old Falstad went the other way. Lily almost died. In that situation, Lily's priority is just to juke the abilities. That Chromie is dead for sure. The only thing, like literally the only thing that Lily wants to do is to not die herself, and she almost did. So that's something to really watch out for if you're playing a hero like that. When someone's super out of position, they're gonna die. Don't die for it. Just let them die and be safe yourself. Invading this is something you could potentially do, yeah. You can just throw someone onto him. Okay, that works. This is where Indomitable would be great, yeah? You can also throw this Zool in would be great. Okay, we're a bit too slow on that. Now we're in a really rough spot. That's a bit unlucky. I think he did want a suicide there, so it's fine. I think your death is fine. Oh my god. Genji's crazy. There's another example right there where you want to suicide that Genji. And probably this Leoric as well. Yeah, I'm seeing this a lot in this game is when someone's in a spot where they're definitely going to die, the best thing to do is just do as much damage as you can before you die. There's literally, like, if you're on like 2 HP, there's literally no point in spending 2 seconds running away and then just dying when you can spend 2 seconds doing damage and getting a kill. So for example, that Genji could have just, like, he was definitely dead. Basic attack that Zul. Now Zul is dead, and now whoever it was, Lily, doesn't have to run in and put herself out of position to secure that kill, you know? Like, making the most out of your death, getting the most value out, like when you're definitely gonna die, is worth it. Alright, that's a nice little kill. Unfortunately, you're left to soak. Fine to attempt to Q him there. He blinks it, of course, but it's worth a shot. If he's not paying attention, like if he's flaming the... It's worth trying that, because if he goes onto his chat and he's like, OMG, Chromie, why you feed? And then you kill him in the meantime, then it's kind of nice. I mean, you probably just blink over the wall again, but it's something you can look at. Okay, I mean, you're in the right spot. I think that your Leoric and Falstad, one of them should be soaking. But that's not your job, so you're doing the right thing. Yeah, again, throwing this Zul in is huge. Okay, you can see we've been in this fight. That's the first time you used one of your abilities, really, in that entire fight. That's something to really look for. Throwing that Lily to safety would be pretty useful. Okay, but like right there, we went through a big long fight, and your Q and your E were totally unused. It's very important that you be looking for those and that you land those, okay? It's really important that you do that. So Zul is such a great example. If you can throw Zul way out of position, your teammates can focus him down, and you can kill him pretty easily. It's very difficult for Alexstrasza to heal him in that circumstance outside of a dragon. So that's something to really pay attention to there. Like if you're sitting in a team fight and you're not using your E or your Q at all, like for several seconds, you're losing out on so much. It's not worth it. Like your goal is kind of to get in position to use them effectively as Garrosh. You throw Johanna into safety. I know what you mean about nobody soaking. I think the best thing you can do, like, if you're Garrosh, the best thing you can do, honestly, is to just tell your teammate to soak. Be like, hey, could we soak? Say, for example, I think you did it really well at the start. You said, Falstad, can you go bottom, please? I think that's a great example. There you go. You're like, hey, can we go bottom and get the XP? Because Falstad wants the XP, so it's a win-win for him. This is very dangerous. Like, there's quite a lot of health left on this. Oh my, this is a merciful Chromie. She should probably be able to kill you here. She's not going to, but if she temporal loops you right here, I'm pretty sure she could kill you. Alright, she's gonna do it now. She waited a long time, and then she missed the combo. Okay, never mind. Well, she could have killed you, but she sucks. So, yeah, be really careful about that. Easy. Easy, boy.
Yes, let the altars rise.
Okay. Okay, nice. Q. E him backwards. There we go. That's really nice. Alright, great. You can come in. We can taunt here. Okay, that would have been a great time to taunt. Right there. Okay, right there. So we had a couple of mistakes there. Just small things. Again, it's like these millisecond timings that really matter. So thing number one is going in about a second too late in the taunt. If you taunted sooner, The orc might have been alive a slight bit longer, could have done a bit more, so that would have been kind of nice. And then thing number 2 is to try to hit that Q on that Zeratul, even if it means like taking a step back to hit him with the Q. That can actually be a pretty big deal, because you can see he's actually going to escape now. Okay, went for Johanna there. That's a good Q there. But, like, hitting these is really important. I'd probably be ready to throw... Yeah, I was like gonna... Probably getting position to throw someone to safety would be a good idea. That's a good attempt. Falstad is hardcore soaking at the moment. Q here would have been great. Like right there, queuing on that Zeratul. He goes down anyway. The Entomb. I love it. Okay, we missed the E, but we get the Q. She's dead. Alright. Alright, cool. It's definitely small things. Like I definitely, there's a big improvement on your Garrosh in this game over your Garrosh in the previous games, I have to say. Like I can see a really, really big improvement. Which is great. It's just getting those like smaller timings correct. That's close. That's close. Oh, I wouldn't dive her under towers. Yeah. This is a little bit crazy. Like you should be fine. Yeah. But this is a little bit crazy. This is not very good at all. Like, Lady probably wants to pop her heroic. Taunter is nice. Okay, there we go. Good. That's good. Alright, there we go. Lady's gonna use her heroic. I was gonna say, everyone was getting super low. This could still go badly, you know? Yeah. Yeah. That's a good shot by Genji. Nicely done by Genji. Good Q there. She was unstoppable, but it didn't hit. It was a good effort. You can Q her again. Nicely done. Throw her backwards. Beautiful. Okay. And then you can hit her with another Q. Ah, we missed the Q. You might still die to Falstad. Yep. Nice. Alright, great. And you're taking this. This is great too. Nicely done. Fairly random gust. That was good. I'd say that's a pretty scary situation on that boss. That was close. I think you could very easily have all died there. Genji did a good X strike. Might have saved you guys. Immorphian? Okay, cool. We can check a look at your game for sure. You died to Chromie. Presumably temporal loop. I wasn't looking. Yeah, this is not too good. Yeah, in that situation, you definitely want to throw her to safety a little bit faster. You guys, yeah, have to be really careful about that. You guys are just too far forwards. Again, right here, they might just dive you again. It's by the Nerazine. Right. Apparently they're being really nice. They're just going to take the camp instead of killing you. So that's nice of them. Okay. I mean, you've got a false stand, so that's your best chance here to defend. You definitely don't want Genji to die. That'd be really bad. It's better off to take the point loss instead of dying here. Dying is really not good here. You really don't want to die. Ooh. Ooh. Like, this is really only 3 points on your core. You've got 23. This is prioritization. Dying is really not good. He's dead now. She didn't take cleanse. Feels bad, right? Feels bad. But yeah, like, not dying here is priority number 1. It's like, what's 3 points on the core? Now you're going to lose 8 points. Sorry, you're going to lose 12 points on the core now. Right? You're going to lose 12 points on core. Why are you going to lose 12 points on core? You're going to lose 12 points on core. Because you're down a hero. There's no way for you to fight these. So now you're way down. So you traded like saving 3 points for losing 12. It's not a good trade. Because it costs you a hero. The counterplay Falsta's talking of is cleanse. He could also gust her away when she does it. Stops her using follow abilities. That's basically it. Garrosh into the fray. So you've got I'd say actually your team relatively speaking, has an abnormally high number of Chromie counters. It's not, you don't normally have that many. Thanks for that, Lily. That's good to know. Lily dropping the knowledge bombs. That's okay. Alright, we took back this tower. That's fine. You guys are in a really rough spot here. Your towers are so crippled. Yeah, taking this one back is the best thing to do. Get level 20. That's Lily, man. So unnecessary. Like, it's level 20 to 20, 12 to 11. It's like, it's super fucking even, man. That's nice. That's great there. That's good play. I mean, nothing's gonna come of it, but that's a good effort. That's a good entomb. You can stun that Chromie. In that situation, you definitely don't want to throw Johanna backwards. Oh, we didn't actually take the stun heroic. Ah. Okay. Well, Genji killed him anyway. That's good. Nice. Nice, nice. Omega lol. Chromie's gonna kill him as well. Never mind, Chromie's gonna miss. Rest in pieces. Rest in pieces. I genuinely don't think that was overly Falstaff's fault. Like, Leoric dying down there bottom is way worse. You guys are probably fucked now. You guys are probably fucked. Right, so coming into this last phase, I think the team fight went pretty well. One thing I would say, in this game, I definitely would have been looking for Earthshaker. I think Earthshaker fits way better. Because if you can land a stun on Chromie or Alex, it could be massively valuable, right? Right? Earthshaker could be so huge in this game. And I really don't think Death Wish is very good. I really think that Earthshaker and Titanic Might are a lot stronger in this circumstance. Like, if you stun Alexstrasza when she's about to transform into her dragon, or if you stun her when she's casting Cleansing Flame, you could legitimately win the team fight. So that's one playmaking thing you want to be looking at as Garrosh. I think in this circumstance down here, I have no idea what happened to Leoric down bottom, but that was really bad. Mithril Mace probably not helping too much. But yeah, you know, we might even... I'd almost replay it to see. But I think you guys needed to help out that Falstad. I think you had the right idea to dive Chromie. I think helping him would have been much better. But you've lost the game now. Like, you can't take back any towers, so it's over. In fact, let's respawn and watch that last little fight. I think that's going to be the most insightful thing. Because that last fight was what really mattered. Because you guys, I feel like you guys had, like, you had it won. And you had a comeback secured. And then you threw it. Let's see what exactly happened. Okay, so we have this. That's fine. Go. Okay, so we're coming in here. Again, I like this little attempt. And that's a nice taunt as well. You're just getting some damage out, kind of for free. She's gonna burn Unstoppable. Alex burns her W, is pretty good. That's a really nice entomb. Alright, so let's go through this step by step. There's still no Zeratul here. So this is great. Pity we didn't get a stun there. Throwing Johanna backwards actually interrupts Lily Jugs, which hurts you quite a bit. I think throwing her the other way would have been more worthwhile. But interrupting Jugs, that hurts you a lot. Falstad goes behind Gus the Min. That's really nice by him. Poor Falstad getting flamed by his team has a great play there. Decent X-Strike. Okay, that's a good kill. Alright. Now, it's 5v2. There's still enough health on this. I'm not sure how this goes so wrong now. Oh, Genji gets killed by a tower. Falstad gets left alone. I think in this circumstance, you wanted to come help Falstad. He gets killed by the tower because you walked out of range. Yeah, so you could have saved him there.
Take the altars.
Or Falstad getting blamed for everything this game. I really think the Falstad did okay. I'm like, at the same time, like, legitimately, at the same time that he's blaming Falstad, which is unfortunately more Garrosh's fault there, Leoric is feeding to Zeratul 1v1, which costs you the bottom tower. Anyway, that's interesting game. So it's Platinum 5. Yeah, like I said, I think your Garrosh play has improved a lot. I think it's improved a lot, which is great. Yeah, I'd be looking at... Yeah, it's just kind of perfecting the Qs and the Es in the team fight. Like, to be honest, it's Garrosh. So long as you're like doing good throws and you're landing your Qs on people, then just your passive armor just gets so much value anyway. You're getting enough value out of the hero that he tends to be really, really strong. But just, yeah, I'd say just be careful. Like, I think throwing Johanna backwards and interrupting Lily, it's kind of unlucky. But that's something to be careful of in this particular game. I mean, I think Johanna's really good against Lily for that reason. She's got reliable stuns with Blessed Shield and stuff that can easily bounce to Lily. I wouldn't run Lily against Johanna personally, but say Livy. Needs to be more thoughtful about who to throw and where. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Just being a little bit more. But honestly, like, I think you're almost there. Like, I think you're really close to playing a really good Garrosh here. And then also to address what you're saying about soaking, I think it's fine on a hero that's good at soaking, but Garrosh is so rubbish on his own that I would really, really be looking at, I'd actually just probably forgo soaking as Garrosh. Like, I think the value you get out of solo laning as Garrosh, even though that's great and it's really important to soak, I think it's probably less than you get out of going with your team as Garrosh and having kill pressure. So that's what I would do. I wouldn't bother solo, like, apart from like solo laning for like maybe 20 seconds or so, like while people are rotating. If people aren't going for it, I'd just be like, okay, I'm gonna go join the team and Satan chat, like, guys, I'm going with the team. Could Falstad solo lane? Say something like that and try to get him over there. It's probably a good idea. Okay, cool. I'm gonna take a short break.